Hey, what's up guys, Evo94 back with another action figure review, and today we're going to look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine 5-pack Amazon exclusive. This thing is big, of course, it's not going to be in frame, but we're going to open it up anyways and you're going to take a look at the figures, so no need to really see them here. You can kind of see them. You see it comes with Callisto, Wolverine, Omega Red, Cyber, and Jason Wingrade. So the front of the box obviously shows all 5 figures. It just says Wolverine on the box, doesn't say anything else. So it's not like it's a team or anything here. The side of the box will give you the names of all of the characters and figures that it comes with. And the back just shows Wolverine slashing through the box. That's it. I mean, it's also worth pointing out that we do get some comic panels of the characters that are within this box set. So we got Cyber versus Wolverine. You see Callisto here. You can see Omega Red on this side. Alright guys, so here we have our 5-pack out of the box, looking pretty cool. These are mainly repaints and reissues of body molds that we've seen before. But we get a nice updated Omega Red. We get some new characters like Cyber and Callisto and Jason Wingrade. Then we get another Wolverine to add to our super large Wolverine collection. So let's get right into it here. So a lot of these figures I've reviewed before. Technically, if you count the, well, there goes Jason Wingrade, but if you count the body molds, they've been reviewed before. Maybe only Cyber is the only thing that's kind of different, but those, that one has some reused pieces too. For the most part, articulation is going to stay the same. And I'm not really going to run through articulation too much, also just for the video's length. We already know what these figures come with in terms of articulation, but we really want to focus on the paint applications on these figures since they are different, and the accessories and what they come with. So let's get right into it. Alright, so first one, Omega Red. This one really caught my eye when I was opening this package. He looks really good. Now the original one that we got looks really good too, so we're going to do a side-by-side with the two, of course. But first, we'll take a look at this repainted Omega Red. He is different, not only in that forehead, symbol that is now painted, but in other parts of the body. This is a different paint job than the one that we had previously released. So first and foremost, the accessories that he comes with, we have an alternate head sculpt here. So it looks like this. So check that out, it looks pretty good. I love the detail and the paint job on the head sculpt. So there's that, and then of course we do get the tentacles, or the tendrils I should say, which we did get with the previous release. This is all white. We got the 2 long ones, and then we get the 2 short ones here. And those, of course, attach to the bottom of the forearm right here. You can see the big old peg hold there for those tendrils. Here's a close-up look at the face sculpt, and I really, really love the way the mouth came out. I don't know what it is, but the paint job on the teeth and the gums just looks so realistic and looks so good. It's very nice. Very, very nice. I think it came out great. Let's take a look at the alternate head up close right here. And you can see how that looks. Very, very nice paint job overall. It's very clean, so I like it. That really makes the figure look that much better. Going down to the torso, we can see we get these little cylinders painted silver. The shoulder pads are painted silver, and it's a little slightly different than the original. Got the texture on there too. Then the torso, we got the arms that are white, the torso that's red. And then we got the thighs that are red, but then the shins down to the feet are painted white, or not painted, but the plastic is white. And then here is the back side. Alright, so here we have Omega Red next to Omega Red. This is the Omega Red that came out in the Sauron Build-A-Figure wave, which was, I guess, made around Deadpool figures. And it looks very different. You can see it's the same sculpt, and this was the first figure that introduced this body mold, I believe. So we were all, very excited about this mold. And you can see here that I think they did a better job with the new repaint. I think I like that one better. It really does look so nice. It's nice and vibrant. So if you like a darker, more grittier look, then you definitely would want to get the Sauron Build-A-Figure Wave version on the right here. Maybe just repaint that little symbol on his forehead white, and that's it. But you can see here, it's a light gray for what is a nice gunmetal silver paint for the new one. Those little cylinders are painted with just the red in the middle and not any silver at all. It's just a gray plastic color for the entire strap there. And you could see here that the shins down to the feet are red, while it's white on this version. We got the silver knee guard when it's white on the new version here. So you guys let me know down below which one do you like better. I also do notice there's a little bit of a unmatching tones of red here with the thigh, or the upper thigh with the lower thigh on the old one, and it matches a little bit better on the new one. So they kind of fixed that there. And then of course the new one comes with the new head sculpt that I really like. Keep in mind this old Sauron one does not come with this head sculpt. I went ahead and put the same head sculpts on just for comparison's sake, and left this one out of course because there is no version of this one for the old Sauron Wave Omega Red. But this is a nice head sculpt. I really like this one a lot. Might be the one I display it with. I don't think I'm going to get rid of this version. I think I'll keep them both. I really like them both, but I am leaning towards the new one. I'll just display the new one with the new head sculpt, and that's my, my second Omega Red in the collection. But overall, I really like them both. I do have to give it to the new one though. I do want to point out the differences in the face sculpts here too. You can see the major differences there. We got the silver paint on those little side cheek apparatuses that he has on. And then they're a little bit, I guess, pearly white for the new one. And then the yellow hair is a little bit more vibrant on this older one. Got some blue and red eyes, while we got some grayish and red eyes on the new one. And then the hair, there it is. We get some nice little white streaks of paint on the hair here, while on the new one, that white is not there, but we do get some different tones of yellow. So they're both nice. And then also the tendrils on the old one had like a gray, silverish plastic color to it, while the new one is of course just that white color. Alright, and next up we have Callisto, the leader of the Morlocks, and she looks great too. The paint applications on this figure is very nice, I must say, and it looks dope. I really like the hair. You can see, let's go ahead and just get a closer look at her. The hair sculpt came out nice, and the paint job came out very nice. Got the black and bluish paint job. Then we got the eye patch with a scar across her eye that is patched. The other eye looks good, and the lips look good, so good paint job there. Down to the torso, we got the yellow vest area shirt that's ripped, and that is painted here, so that's a nice little paint job to make it look like she has the shirt on that's ripped, and then we got the skin tone painted there. These are separate pieces for the biceps. They look pretty nice. They're painted too. Separate piece for the belt, and down to the legs and the boots there. So Callisto comes with some accessories. She comes with some knives, which is pretty cool. The knives are nicely painted too. Some of the best I've seen from Marvel Legends. So I got to give it a Hasbro on these. Got the black and silver, and then we get a little switchblade here. Check that out. Haven't seen one of these. This one's just all gray, but it looks good. Not really much you could do here in terms of paint, so I'm fine with that. And then we get alternate hands. So you saw that the figure did come with a pair of fists. So we can get little grabbing hands here, so those knives could be grabbed and used in your display. So that's everything that she comes with. The leg is a little gummy, I must say, a little gummy plastic, so it's a little pliable, just so you know it could get warped. And then for a side-by-side comparison, we don't have another Callisto, but we do have another figure with the exact same body mold. So we have Storm, which is fitting too. Storm's utilizing the same mold completely, except for the head and the hands here. So you see the boots, the legs, even the little loose belt piece, the vest piece. What do you call this top? I don't know. Ladies, let me know. What do you call that top? And then we got the actual vest on her back, on each of the backs there. And that's about it. So pretty much that is the same sculpt. So check that out. If you have Storm, you know what this figure is all about. So up next we have Jason WYNGRADE, aka Mastermind. So we have him packed in with his head sculpt, his regular head here, as you see. And then he does come with one accessory, which is his illusioned face or head sculpt right here, with the beard and the hair looking very nice. Check out the sculpt and paint job there. So you get the option of displaying them in whichever way you want, or maybe if you want to get another body mold somewhere and have them both. But let's take a closer look at the one that we have on the figure. The sculpt on this guy is very good. The paint job is very good. I like this a lot. And of course he is on the Hellfire Club body mold here. So this is the same one that Sebastian Shaw was sporting, or the one that he introduced to us with the George Washington 11s here. Or were these the Alexander Hamilton 12s? I can't remember. Overall, there is a different paint job on this figure. I will compare it next to Sebastian Shaw in a minute. But just to get a little closer look at the paint job, we all know the sculpt already. If you don't, then here it is. And then here we have his other head sculpt attached to the figure, which looks great. Alright, and to get him compared next to the Sebastian Shaw that came with our Hellfire Club box set, here he is. Of course, as I mentioned, the paint job is completely different. We get an all black suit. Now the Hamilton 12s have a silver button, or buckle, whatever you want to call that, on the Jason Wingrade, while the Hamiltons on the Sebastian Shaw has gold color. We get the white socks, of course, and then of course the different colors. So we got the jacket on Shaw being blue, the red inside vest has some black wash on there, so that's different. We don't get that over here on Jason Wingrade. And then also at the cuffs here, or at the sleeves, we have red, while it's white over on the Sebastian Shaw figure. And that's it. But overall, the sculpt and the articulation is the same, so no need to really go through the articulation on this figure. We've gotten this body mold twice already. There's two figures in this box set that has the same body mold, of course. So there's your side-by-side comparison. Right, so moving right along, we have Cyber, big old enemy of Wolverine. He's very simplistic though in design. You can see he just has some metallic arms and then just a regular blue, I guess, costume or attire, and then a human-like face, of course. So nothing crazy here. He actually doesn't come with any accessories at all, so he's light compared to the other figures in this pack. And with that said, let's just get a closer look at the figure's paint job and face sculpt. Now, I really am digging the paint job on this figure. They went with a dark blue blended into a white blue painted on top. You can see there on the chest, shoulders, and head. Also down to the thighs too. So that's very dope. And then the silver on the arms is painted. It's nice. It's not just a plastic mold. It is a silver paint similar to the Colossus from the 80th anniversary, and I like that paint job on that figure. So it came out great on this. I love the metallic silver paint. I hope they keep that up with metal arms and metal characters like this. Very cool. I like that way more than just a molded plastic or marbleized plastic. Here's the back, going down to the legs here. Nothing crazy. And then the head sculpt one more time. You can see it's painted too, and it's very nice. It's not too bad. So pretty cool. I like it. Not too bad. It's a nice character to have. We haven't gotten Cyber before, so here he is. Real quick, we'll run through the articulation on this guy. It's ball jointed hinge, looks up, looks down. Arms will go all the way around. Goes in and out. I would be careful with paint chipping, but I don't see any happening here. It looks like it rubs, but it looks fine so far. So his arms do extend out. We have bicep swivel. We have a single jointed stiff elbow, holy cow, there it is. And then we have a hinge with a swivel at the wrist. We have an ab crunch at the torso, a waist swivel. T-joint legs will kick forward, they go back, they go in and out. We get a thigh swivel that's super tight, as you see. We get the double jointed knees, ankle hinge at the foot, and then the ankle rocker, no shin swivel and no ankle swivel. And last but not least, we get Wolverine once again. This time we have a shirtless, hairy Wolverine with some scars and some battle damage. So that's what's new on this. Hasbro's utilizing their perfect Wolverine body mold once again. We cannot let this one go to waste, of course. It is perfection. So they definitely have not been letting that go to waste. They're almost using it too much, but it is what it is. If you're a Wolverine fan, man, what a time to be alive, because you're getting everything and anything Wolverine for sure on the best body mold that we've gotten for Wolverine ever so far as of now until we get a new one. But here it is. Let's take a closer look, an even closer look at it, and check out the details. Now this is the head sculpt that comes attached to the figure out of the box, and it's not my favorite one. He does come with two. Not the one I would display him with, but here it is nonetheless. So very interesting face. Then you can look at the torso. We have a lot of hair all over the figure, which is nice. They seem to sometimes pick and choose when they want to add hair to a Wolverine figure, but this time they did not let up at all. They went all out here. So they got hair on the pecs there, hair even within the butterfly joint. Look at that. And then we got hair on the shoulders. Even on the pins, you see the pins have hair painted on it. That's crazy. That's nice there. At least that is painted and it's not just left clean. So it doesn't destroy the image too much. You know, obviously there's still 2 pins right there. But if they were not painted with the hair, it would be kind of weird. So that's cool. Even the elbow has hair too. The hands onto the back as well. There it is. And the neck too. Sheesh. They put hair everywhere, like I said. So pretty cool. Nice hairy Wolverine here. And then down to the legs. We've seen this before 100 million times. So nothing crazy here. And then this is the alternate head sculpt he comes with, which I probably would display him with. And he has battle damage on this head sculpt. So this one makes a little bit more sense. It goes along with the battle damage on his body. As you can see, we got some scratches on his abdominal area, his pecs, some on his arm here, his other arm, and then of course his face. So on his face, you can see some red scratches with some blood, some bruises too. There's a bruise on the lip, and then on the right eye is very banged up. They even made it red, blood red, so he really got hit in his right eye right there. So that's pretty dope. I like this one a lot. So very cool alternate head sculpt. And then the only other accessory we get is alternate hands. So we see the clawed hands, of course, that we know and love, and then we have alternate just fist hands. So the claws are not exposed here, and we got the hair on the hands too. So there's that if you don't want the claws. Alright, in comparison wise, I'll put him next to some other Wolverines here. I believe this is the only other shirtless kind of Wolverine. He's almost naked completely here. So this is Weapon X, and he's got some hair. It's not as defined as this new Wolverine, but he does have hair on the arms, on the chest there. So they did include it there, even on the legs. So pretty cool. You can see here it is the same body mold, just some different added on pieces, and of course the head sculpt. And then here he is next to the one that started it all, the Juggernaut Wolverine. I believe this is the one that started it all, right? Is this the first time we got this body mold? Was it the Juggernaut Wolverine? I can't recall. It's been so long and it's been so many. I'm losing track. So yeah, I want to say it's this one. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Let me know. Somebody will know, I'm sure. But here he is, nonetheless, next to the new Wolverine. Alright guys, and there you have it. That concludes my review of the Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine 5-pack. I like to call it the Toy Influencer 5-pack, Amazon exclusive, since Hasbro went ahead and used toy influencers, YouTubers, and photographers to reveal these figures one by one. I was not one of them, of course. But still, nonetheless, shout out to those guys. I got the lucky opportunity to reveal these figures. Very cool of Hasbro to involve, their fans like that and their influencers like that. It's just awesome. They're like the only ones that do this type of stuff. So that's why I have mad respect for Hasbro and the Marvel team, especially the big three. They definitely are the ones that make it happen. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review of this 5-pack. I really like these figures. They're really, really nice, and for what they are, I think it's a good value. Guys, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below your thoughts on this 5-pack, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, everyone, take care, take it easy, and have a good one. Bye.
That's crispy.